My sisters and brothers, I greet you all with the love and peace of the Lord. I invite you to meditate together with me on the holy word of God of 1st October 2022. The trust, the only way, loving surrender. The indicative of our reflection, one becomes great not by holding big offices or positions, but by nurturing a big heart, even to do small, insignificant, and ordinary things. Real greatness is a matter of the heart. On October 1st, we venerate Saint Therese of Child Jesus. In India, this day is celebrated as a grand feast because she is venerated as the patroness of missions. This looks odd because we know that she never stepped out of her convent to work in the missions. She was just doing the normal duties of her house and community. But why this privileged honor to her, placing her above many missionaries who worked and work tirelessly in the missions? The reason is quite simple. She lived the spirit of mission. The church makes it very clear that mission is not necessarily the place or location of our work. A missionary is not necessarily one who works only in some village conditions, maybe remote, without much convenience or facility or connectivity or advantages of modernity. It is not merely the place of work, but the spirit of doing that work and way of living. Therese of the Child Jesus was truly a missionary on the mission of love. It was a mission of love for God in prayer and surrender. It was a mission of cheer and charity toward her sisters. It was a mission of immense patience and forbearance toward all, especially those who were unkind to her. It was a mission of benevolence and sacrifice, magnanimity and generosity. It was a mission of gentleness and tenderness, even toward those who would be rude and hurtful toward her. It was a mission of humility and self-abnegation, even toward those who would be arrogant and high-handed toward her. She would give only a smile even to those who would frown at her. She would do good even to those who may hurt and harm her. She would be extra kind, especially toward those who were unkind and uncharitable toward her. She would speak more graciously and appreciatively of those who criticize and blame her. Rightly, as she herself exclaimed, her vocation was to love. It was that unconditional, intense, unbounded, and selfless love for Jesus that overflowed into an incessant chain of good gestures and actions in charity and holy acts of devotion and sanctity. This was her little way. It was little because it was nothing extraordinary, nothing showy, nothing that drew any special attention and applause. It was the little way of doing only little things like a little child with innocence and purity, love and surrender. She perfectly became a little child given as a model for all to follow. And now the imperative for our life: God does not expect from us big and spectacular performances or actions. All that He wants from us is a loving and surrendered heart that does everything as pursuit of holiness and goodness.